From my understanding, Notre Dame is a community of scholars. It's a community of very encouraging sports fans. And what it might not always be regarded as, but what I see as perhaps its most powerful force, is that it is a community of true servant leaders. I can be a public servant by simply smiling at people in the hallway or being optimistic in my friend groups. But I see public service as going so much further than little acts. However, the public service that I see myself doing in the future is similar in the fact that it's atmospheric. I am fascinated with architecture. I find the most beautiful things in the architecture that I see around me. It inspires ideas. It allows communities to come together. There is architecture that can make democracy more plausible for a society. There's architecture that can bring you to tears because of its beauty, but also the ideas that it ingrains in society. Architecture alters the way that we act and the way that we feel and the way that we see the world around us. Imagine flying in a plane over a city that doesn't look quite like large rectangular prisms coming from the surface of the earth and small lights and cars running beneath them. Imagine it looks like any other natural landscape around it. Imagine that you're looking at the top of 1,000 skyscrapers and you see only green. This is a public service that can't be counted in hours. Perhaps it could be counted in metric tons of gas and fumes that it saves. Perhaps it can be counted in the lives that it prolongs. But I believe that it can't be counted in the inspiration and ideas that it encourages in a community, in the ideas of sustainability that it produces in a society. I intend to make architecture that people would like to be around because it is beautiful, and that alters people because it is important, and because the ideas that it expresses are different than any ideas we've been exposed to by giant iron skyscrapers or regular brick houses and subdivisions. We are not simply a community of scholars built to get a degree. We are a community of scholars and servant leaders who will change the world to come by inspiring in people the need for there to be a world to come.